What's up, coaches? So for this week's content, something that I've been working on with a lot of the athletes who I'm working with, whether they're people who train private lessons in person, people who are on my distance program, is the concept of being able to get themselves warm not only before practices and matches, but on a daily basis. So a little bit of this is a combination of volley at home, and most of this is things that we'd like for athletes to utilize before their practice warm-up. So I call it the pre-warm-up. So this is the warm-up before the warm-up. We're gonna see some content. I'm gonna explain it to you. I'm gonna give you 2 or 3 keys for each thing. And then I suggest that you start to implement it with your athletes. So with volleyball, there's 7 skills that we wanna pay attention to in order. That's serving, passing, setting, hitting, blocking, floor defense, and coverage. Mentality is also a skill, so we make that 8. So things for passing that we want to get them started with in serving is making sure that they already start the concept of 3 things. So we want movement, touch, and then IQ. So for movement, serving wise, if you've got people who are stand floating or jump floating, them taking 3 to 4 repetitions of their technique would be wise without the ball. So to demonstrate that, you would have them set up. This is before the practice even starts. So it's having a cone out and going through their jump float technique about 4 times in a row. Once they've gone through that technique, starting to work on the touch part of it. So getting themselves near a wall and then being able to toss, step, strike. Going through 4 reps of that and then starting to put it together. So going through the actual jump float technique along with the actual strike of the ball. Or maybe they're jump spinners, so that's the intro to them with the serving. The next thing for them to shift into, passing. So same exact concept, being able to get in the footwork first and then build in the touch, and then from there start to go into piecing it together. So a great way to start is them doing a couple 1-step moves, a couple 3-step moves, a couple short play moves. So for example, setting themselves up, just getting comfortable. Maybe 2 rounds of that, then getting into 3-step moves. These can be just medium speed. They're just working on their body, having felt these movements before they actually start playing in the practice of the match of the tournament. Run plays. That would be an example. Once they've gone there, starting to work at the touch. So, finding a wall is great, and just getting into the process where they're starting to go one arm, mix that onto the other arm. Alternating arms. Full platform, no steps. Outside of body angles. And then starting to add in steps, so putting it together. Maybe they simplify at first, 1 step. Both directions, 3-step. Both directions, maybe some continuous, 1 step. Building it that way. The next piece for them to work on, setting. So, starting with footwork, simple moves. 3-step moves to start. 1, 2, 3. Lifting hands. 1, 2, 3. If they're jump setters, right into it. Getting some rhythm, 4-step moves. Rhythm, forward and backward, 3 steps. Left foot, right foot. 4-step moves. Turning. Other foot. Turning. Building a drill palette. Once they go from doing a couple seconds of those, going to the wall. Touch reps. Baby sets. Side baby sets. Back baby sets. Then, expanding. Extension sets. Back extension sets. Side extension sets, then going continuous. Maybe they mix in a couple dumps as well. I'll give you an example of that. Next piece for them to go into would be hitting. So working on the 4-step approach and transition. Just getting comfortable. Four-step, transition. Doing that to both sides. Maybe they add in a block move before that. Transition, 4-step approach. Getting comfortable with the movements, regardless of the level. Doesn't matter if you've got advanced collegiate athletes or beginning 8-year-old athletes. There's always room to improve at these skills. Adding touch reps. Getting yourself set up. Making sure they do some throws first, okay? Just build the shoulder and talk to them about not going right into 100%. Build it, 30%, 60%, so on. Arm swings, different types of tosses, one-hand toss. With the whole focus on getting that ball to spin. Two-hand toss. Adding in the jump off of a step close. Toss the ball up. Step close. And hit. Toss the ball up. Step close. And hit. Adding in some different blocking movements now. Okay? The step shuffle. Both ways. 3-step crossover. 2-step crossover. Getting comfortable. And then finally, coverage. So then I'm just working on setting a ball into the wall, follow, catch. Set a ball into the wall, follow, catch. You would be surprised if your athletes do 2 minutes before every practice or every match or even while they're at home per day, you're gonna see a big time difference. And I'm being honest when I say, I did that pre-practice with every team that I've ever coached, and I've done it myself through every collegiate and pro season that I've ever had, and it's what helps create success repetitively. So try that out this week with your teams, try that out this week with your athletes, and talk to them about the concept of pre-practice. Coming in early, doesn't have to be crazy, doesn't have to be 25, 30 minutes. Coming in 5-10 minutes early, getting in some pre-practice before the actual team warm-up, you're gonna see a big difference.